Achanteswar temple. There are many famous Shaiva and Vaishnav temples in the south on par with northern region of our country. There are many ancient and glorious Siva shrines in the southern region besides to the Shiva temples like Panchabhutalinga, Pancharama, Srishalam, Rameshwaram, and Arunachalam along with the Vaishnav temples namely Tirupati, Ananta Padmanabha and Srirangam. Though the ancient temples are important and glorious as other temples that have been promoted, the temples are less known among the people due to insufficient publicity by the governments on the existence of temples since they are located in the villages that are away from the main routes. Devotees are unaware to visit these temples since the information about some of the temples is well known to the locals only. Among the 12 Jyotirlingas of Lord Shiva, the Kedarnath Jyotirlinga is in the form of a bull's hump and the rest of the Jyotirlingas and Pancharama temples are in the form of a linga. Shri Parashu Rameshwar in Gudimallam village of Chittoor district, Shri Mukha Lingeshwar or Shri Madhukeshwar near Srikakulam, Achanteswar in Yanamaduru village near Bhimavaram of West Godavari district and Shri Pashupatinath Mahadev in the state of Madhya Pradesh appear with face of a male. It is privileged that all these temples are self-manifested shrines. The temple of Rameshwar, also known as Achanteswar of Achanta Village, is a glorious self-manifested temple where Lord Shiva is seen in the form of a woman's breast unlike other Shiva temples. Achanta is a village located at a distance of 100 km from Eluru and 20 km from Palakollu in the West Godavari district of the state of Andhra Pradesh. There is little train facility to this place. Palakollu and Eluru are well connected by rail and can be reached by bus or private vehicle to the shrine from the above two stations. Buses are available from all parts of the district and from other districts. The main deity Rameshwar Swami, also known as Achanteswar Swami, said to be a self-manifested Shiva Ling according to local mythology. The temple was formerly known as Mathandapuram. This Swayambhu temple said to be existing from Treta era. There are 6 Shiva Ling in the temple premises namely Lakshmaneshwar Ling, Someshwar Ling, Markandeya Ling, Bhima Ling, Skanda Ling and Indra Ling. The temple is famous for its beautiful sculptures. There is a huge dome with 5 floors at the entrance. There is a sculpture of 2 lions at the top of the dome standing on an elephant's head and 5 urns exists between 2 lion sculptures. The sculpture of 2 lions in a standing posture on an elephant head looks amazing. There is sacred Koneru located behind the temple named Pushkarini like other southern temples. This self-manifested ling appears in the form of female breast is called as Achannuteshwar. There are sub-temples of Vigneshwar, Saraswati Devi and Sapta Matrika in the temple premises. The inscriptions on the walls of the Rameshwar temple indicate that the temple was a religious center about 1300 years ago during Chalukya reign. It is said that old bricks and the Shiva Ling rounded by large snake of the ancient temple were found during the recent digging of pond near the temple. The prominent prophets Brahmasri Chaganti Koteshwara Rao Garu explained the significance of this temple in his Shiva Puran prophecy. There are different stories behind calling Mathandapuram as Achanta and Rameshwar as Achanteswar. According to a local legend, 2 devotees of Lord Shiva travelled to Kashi to worship Lord Shiva during the Lingodbhav time. They reached Mathandapuram on the way and saw a prostitute. One of them was attracted on her and stopped his travel. The second person reached Kashi and started worship of Lord Shiva. He lost concentration on worship of Lord Shiva thinking about the pleasures being enjoyed by his friend. The devotee who stayed at Mathandapuram for enjoyment with the prostitute repented to his decision and began to worship the naked breast of the prostitute with devotion treating to be Shiva Ling. Rejoicing to his devotion, Lord Shiva established here as Syambhu. Hence the deity here got the name Achanteswar, Achinnu, breast, Ishwar, and the Shiva Ling looks like a woman's breast. According to the legend, Lord Shiva and Parvati were alone in Kailash after the slaying the demon Tarakasura and a sage couple Pushpa Sundar and Pushpa Sundari gone to Kailash to visit Lord Shiva. In the absence of knowing of the loneliness of Lord Shiva and Ma Parvati, the couple entered Kailash. Lord Shiva gets angry since they had disturbed their solitude and cursed them to become his children. They begged relief from their curse. Lord Shiva told them that the only way to attain nirvana was to practice celibacy. They were reborn since unable to adhere to celibacy. Pushpasundar was born in a Brahmin family of Tiruvallur village as Odainambi and Pushpasundari born in a family of dancers in Mathandapuram village, Achanta, with the name of Paramanachi. Odainambi performed worship and vigil on Mahasivaratri and left for Kashi to visit Lord Shiva. He has reached Mathandapuram on his way. He was accommodated in the house of Paramanachi to take rest. He was delighted with her beauty and cohabited without knowing that she was his wife. The two went to worship Shiva together. One day he heard a Shiva Panchakshari mantra from a nearby Shiva temple and remembered that today was the time to remember Mahasivaratri and to worship Lord Shiva with fasting. Odainambi doing fast all the night and has not seen Shiva Ling for worship. He saw the bust of Paramanachi who was sleeping soundly with her naked body and began to worship her bust as Shiva linked with devotion. Lord Shiva rejoiced to the devotion of Odainambi and bestowed nirvana to both Odainambi and Paramanachi. The village became popular as Achanteswar, A plus Channu plus Ishwar, as it is the Shivalingam that originated from Paramanachi Vaksham during the Lingodbhav day of Lord Shiva on the day of Mahashivaratri.
Mahashivratri is celebrated for 5 days. Thousands of devotees arrive to worship the Lord, anointing with panchamrits such as mustard, honey, vibhuti, sandalwood and fruit juices. Devotees believe Achanteswar resembles a woman's breast will save the women worshipped him from illness, marital and child problems. The temple is kept open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Regular worship and anointing performed to the Lord. There are medium and high-class hotels for accommodation and dining at the nearby town Palakollu. We request our viewers to subscribe our channel besides sharing to friends and relatives. Give support to our growth. Have a good day.